Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm the Mystical Intuitive, and today's pick a card reading is all about whether you will marry your dream person. So as always, we have three piles. For pile 1 we have the Carnelian stone. For pile 2 we have the white agate stone, and for pile 3 we have the green jade stone. Alright, so pick one of these three piles and then I'll see you at your reading. Alright, pile 1, the Carnelian stone. This is your reading. We're looking at whether you will marry your dream person, your dream's future spouse. So let's see. For the people that chose pile 1. Will they marry their dream person? Okay, so I do get the sense with this pile, I'm hearing like keep your eyes open. So there is definitely a little bit of an element of someone who maybe you didn't thought you would end up with, or something unexpected. You overlooking this person first, or just not expecting it. And it doesn't feel like settling to me. It feels to me like a pleasant surprise. Like it feels very exciting, like oh yeah, you'd never thought that you would end up with this person, right? So maybe it's not necessarily that this isn't your type, but maybe you just never expected to be with someone like that, so you just overlook people like this, right? Okay, Tower, yeah, it's a shock, right? Complete shock. Could also be you'll meet this person at a time when your life is kind of in a disarray, right? You don't want love. Maybe you even broke up. For some of you, like something like you basically had a tower moment and you just wasn't expecting it coming in, right? I am seeing hand holding, and it feels to me that this is your future spouse, and it feels to me like that they're going to be there for you emotionally. Very much so, yeah. Okay, so I'm also seeing like a very traditional dress, like it feels like a dress from the 1700s. So maybe this person is also kind of like very traditional, or like very much a gentleman. Like they feel to me like someone in like historical romance book, right? Kind of like that kind of character. Yeah. So maybe this person is like very refined. They have like a little bit of a vintage or old school vibe to them, right? And let's see, this person is very playful. Okay, let's see. Will pile 1 marry their dream future spouse? Okay, so I do feel like you are their dream, because I'm hearing I've been waiting for you patiently. So they've been waiting patiently for someone like you. Yeah, we have here Judgment. Yeah. This feels to me a little bit like Romeo and Juliet here, right? Juliet on the balcony. It's not Romeo and Juliet on this card, but it feels to me like that. And you know, Romeo and Juliet, they were different. Their relationship was kind of a taboo. They probably didn't think that they would end up with each other, but they loved each other immensely, right? So I do feel like that's that element here. You didn't think, right? Romeo was like the son of, or a member of, a rival family, right? Of Juliet's family. And so she probably never imagined that she would marry him or be with him. And yeah, it kind of feels like that. But it is a pleasant surprise, right? Because she fell head over heels for him. Okay, we also have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so I'm hearing like they're gonna keep your heels up, and that sounds strange, but again, there's this imagery that I'm seeing where, you know, they're carrying you, right? So if there's like a puddle or your feet hurt, they're carrying you. So again, this gentleman energy. Okay, we also have the King of Wands. Okay, so I feel like physically they are your type, but for me it feels like there's something about this person, there's something unique or different that you didn't expect, right? We also have the Justice card. So I would say 50-50. There are enough things that you think, sorry, there are like maybe half of the things that you would expect in your future spouse are this person is going to have, but I feel like there's an additional maybe like 50% that you don't see coming, right? Three of Swords. Okay, so it could be like, for instance, like this is your type, your dream person, but then maybe this person has already been divorced and that's not something that you were kind of looking for. That's an example. I'm not saying that it is, but you know, physically they're your type. They have kind of a personality that you like, but there's maybe like one thing that was kind of like unexpected, right? Yeah, I do feel that. Let's just ask the cards, like, how does this person differ from what pile 1 expects in their future spouse? How does this person, what's different about their expectations? What's different here from their expectations? Okay, for some of you, I'm hearing young. So it could be that this person is maybe a bit younger than you, or maybe you are younger. There's maybe an age gap here, but it is your dream person, you know. So again, there's this element of something is a little bit different here. Okay, we have here the Two of Wands. We also have here the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, can also see that maybe you guys have a little bit of different plans in life. Like maybe this person wants to live in a certain place, right? And you didn't really expect to live there. And so you'll end up moving there with them, right? Can be something like that. Eight of Pentacles. Maybe there's something about the profession, the job that they do that you didn't expect to be with someone like that, as well. 10 of Pentacles. Maybe even from a different culture, because this is traditions and all that, or their family is a bit different than you would have imagined, or maybe they're, like for some of you, this might be your dream person, but their family might be, like there might be issues with the family, right? Some in-law conflict between you and your in-laws, right? So that can also be something here. We have here the Princess of Wands. And we have the Six of Pentacles. And we have the Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like there's a big decision that you need to make in order to be with this person that you didn't expect to have to make. I'm hearing stewardess. So the stewardesses, they travel for work. So maybe this person travels for work and you just didn't see yourself being with someone like that. So are you going to marry your dream person? Yes, I do feel that. I mean, I feel like this is your type physically. Personality-wise, you like them as well. And how they treat you, what kind of dynamic you have with them, that's kind of mostly accurate. Right? So what you're picturing in that arena, it will probably be very, you know, close to that. But I do feel like that there are aspects that you maybe think, oh, I would never date that person. You know, I would never date someone who travels for work, or I would never date someone who might have been divorced, or I would never date someone with like awful in-laws, right? So there is that element here. So it's not necessarily that this person is going to be different from your circumstances. It's more so the circumstances surrounding the relationship itself, and how, yeah, that is going to be different from what you expected here, right? Okay, So I am also hearing friend. Friend, what does that mean? Okay, so I do feel like sometimes you wish that this person was a bit more passionate. Like sometimes you feel like there's this friend dynamic, and I feel like most people, you know, want to be like best friends with their partners. But I feel like sometimes you feel like there's a little bit of passion missing. I feel like with the you are maybe this Princess of Wands, and I feel like you are passionate. You're very maybe even rebellious. You have fire in you. You have a strong desire, and I feel like sometimes you feel like maybe you're too intense for this person, or you wish that they like desire or show desire more or something like that, or be more spontaneous. I do feel that. And I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, there's something about a dynamic here of someone helping someone. Maybe you're gonna help this person with someone with something, and you didn't think you'd have to. Or maybe it could be that they are going to help you. Maybe this is something that you've kind of always wanted, someone helping you out. I am seeing picture perfect, right? So again, visually this person is your dream person. And you have overall the dynamic that you want. You are kind of satisfied. But there are kind of like little bits of things that are going to be different, right? Let's see. Let's get some more cards. Okay. Show me for pile 1. Are they going to marry their dream person? Are they going to marry their dream person? I even hear for some of you, you might even say, oh, I would never date someone who is this or has done this, and you are going to marry someone like that. I do feel that. Okay, show me for the people that chose pile 1. Are they going to marry their dream person? South Node, yeah, so that might indicate that you still have some sort of past life lessons in love, things that you have to resolve first, and that kind of takes precedence over your wishes and desires and your comfort. And so again, you might attract elements that kind of trigger you so that you can resolve that, right? Okay, Uranus, yeah, so that is an element of something unexpected here. Yeah. I might even think that for some of you, once you meet this person, your type is actually going to change, right? What you might like right now, you won't like in a year or 2 years, right? Okay, we have here the moon. And let's see, the 7th house. Yeah, so again, there is an element of you getting like the partner that you dreamed of. 7th house is partnership. So they as a person are what you want fundamentally, but yeah, again, characteristics or circumstances of this connections are going to be different. Okay, and we also have opposition. So this is definitely like opposites attract. This person is going to be like a total opposite. How you're going to know who you're going to marry is look at your 7th house in your birth chart. Look at who you are, and then the opposite is what you're going to attract, right? The things that you kind of reject about yourself, your shadow side, maybe even, you know, things that you don't see in yourself. Like for instance, if you are very Creative, you might attract, or spiritual, you might attract someone who's like more like logical and not so spiritual, right? If you are an extrovert, you might attract an introvert. If you are very emotionally unexpressive, you might attract someone who is very emotionally expressive, or vice versa, right? So I do feel that here. Okay. Okay, so I do also hear relationship issues. So maybe there are things that once you get into this connection, and you need to be careful with this, that you don't slowly start to allow things that you wouldn't happen. So I feel like with this pile, there is maybe a need to set strong boundaries and not accept things that you normally wouldn't. Because I feel like maybe for this pile, you know, maybe when you're in love, you let things slide, right? Maybe when you don't speak up because you don't want to rock the boat, right? You don't want to ruin the mood. So you need to be careful with that. Okay, show me what their dream partner is. Because I'm hearing athletic. So maybe you're like athletic people here. Intelligent. You're like an intelligent person. And then we have argumentative. I mean, I don't think argumentative with you, but maybe you like someone who speaks their mind, who can stand up for you, stable, financially stable, and just their energy is very stable, emotionally stable. Toxic. Do you like a little bit of toxic people? Right? Like those dark romance book characters. And then healthy diet. Yeah, so very athletic. Let's see now what you're going to attract. What is pile 1 going to attract in a partner? Describe their partner for me. Is it their dream person? How are they going to differ? Oof. Mental health issues. So you say you want someone stable, but yeah, mental health issues. Because we had the moon earlier, right? So, yeah. So it could be that this person has... it might not be even mental health issues, but the way they react emotionally to things is not always ideal for you, Aquarius. I mean, with Aquarius, that makes sense with the argumentative. Aquarius just speak their mind. They're very intelligent as well. Yeah. But Aquariuses are also kind of unpredictable. So they're not necessarily emotionally stable. Yeah. Okay, we have here old-fashioned. Yeah, see? They're very old-fashioned here. And devious, showing a skillful use of underhanded tactics to achieve goals. So maybe this person can even be mischievous, or knows how to manipulate you, or knows how to push your boundaries. So be careful of that, all right? And then we have Africa. All right, so maybe they can have like roots or connections to Africa here. All right, pile 1, this is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you want more readings like this, you can always subscribe to the channel. And yeah, thank you for watching. And also please comment and like the video. And if you want a private reading with me, always available. You can email me. My email is in the description box down below. I wish you the most beautiful, amazing day. Bye-bye. Alright, pile 2, the white agate stone. This is your reading. We're looking at whether you will marry your dream person, alright? Okay. Okay, so I am seeing snow. So I feel like this person might, like, I feel like they have like lighter features. Like I'm seeing like pale skin. So maybe this person has like lighter features than you would think. Right? Or maybe lighter eyes, lighter skin, lighter hair than you would kind of expect to get married to. Yeah. I do feel like this person is going to be unexpected for sure. Let's see. Will pile 2 marry their dream person? Okay, so I do feel like maybe the dynamic here between the both of you is kind of different than you would expect. So maybe if you are someone who likes to be more of the submissive role in the relationship, and you like your partner to be more the leader, the dominant one, it might be a little bit less. Like they're less dominant than you want. It can also be the opposite, you know, they're less like submissive than you want. So the dynamic here is not what you would have expected between the both of you. Because I'm hearing there are lessons to be learned here. Yeah, I'm hearing stop sheltering yourself. So maybe your dream person kind of enables the certain behaviors that you have, that kind of spirit wants to resolve, that your higher self wants to resolve. So they're bringing in someone who is not going to enable you, right? Let's see. Will you marry your dream person? Okay, so I do feel like you are going to have that emotional connection. Like if you are someone that says things like, oh, I want my soulmate, I want to have this amazing life-altering connection, or I just want to feel so deeply with someone, it's definitely going to be with this person, right? So what if you want to attract a soulmate in, it will be that, right? This person will be that. Queen of Swords. Okay. So this person could be a bit more critical than you would have thought, you know, or than you would like. Maybe you like someone who's very gentle, who's gonna coddle you, right? Who's gonna enable certain behaviors. And I feel like this person is going to call you out on certain stuff, right? And I feel like when you're with this person, they hold up a mirror. So you cannot escape yourself or certain behaviors. And that's for a reason, because you're meant to kind of work through them. We have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so this person might also be a bit more argumentative than you would like, right? 5 of Wands can be being competitive. They can even indicate fights, right? So maybe that's not something that you like. I mean, who likes fighting? We have here the Daughter of Wands. Okay, so I do feel like this person is really going to be attracted to you. They're going to desire you, and that is, I think, for you, pile 2, is something that you want in your dream person. So in that aspect, yes, I would say they are your dream person. Even though they might be a little bit different in their appearance, you are going to be attracted to them. I would even say that you might be different from the people that they've dated, you know, physically even, right? So you are also something new. I feel like for both of you, you might be a little bit different, but I feel like you are going to be extremely attracted to each other. So it's not like, oh, you know, I just like pal 2 for their soul or something like that. No, your future spouse is going to be attracted to you. You're going to be attracted to them. You have the 9 of Swords. All right. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I do feel like this person is going to be a lot more richer than you would think. Yeah. I feel like they're going to have a lot of more money than you think. Like, I think status-wise, this person is higher than you would have thought. You know, maybe because for me, Ace of Pentacles, that's big money. So they make good money here. So financially, I would say they exceed your expectations. With the 9 of Swords, because I feel like this is your energy. Maybe you get stressed out a lot. We also have the 6 of Wands, yeah. So you get stressed out a lot here. And I feel like this person, like when you're stressed out, maybe you like someone to be very gentle with you and say, oh, I'm patient, I'm hearing, and it's going to be okay. But I feel like this person, they're kind of a bit rough around the edges, right? They're very blunt. They're not always the most emotionally reassuring person, and that sometimes is going to rub you the wrong way, and that might be why you sometimes fight. We also have the Six of Wands, which can indicate pride. So maybe this person is a bit prideful. You know, maybe we like someone who kind of is the one who says sorry first. You know, maybe this person is also kind of on set as well. So maybe they're a bit prideful at times here, or they have like a big ego. Sometimes they're a bit arrogant even, right? So that is something that your future spouse has. Let's see. How is this person going to be their dream person? Are they going to marry their dream person? Okay, so I am here like people might judge you guys. So there might be differences here. Maybe even friends or family are going to judge. We have here the Page of Swords. I feel like this person is going to have a different beliefs here than you. I feel like you both are going to intellectually challenge each other. And this fighting, it could not be about, you know, about things in a relationship, right? And not fights about someone being messy or third party situations. No, it might be just intellectual sparring, so to speak, about topics, right? Maybe you have a certain political beliefs and they have kind of different political beliefs. So I do see that here. I feel like they're different from what you imagined, like what their beliefs would be. Yeah, okay, we have the Five of Cups and we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Hierophant and the Hermit. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Funny enough, with the Three of Pentacles, I feel like you guys are going to be very compatible. You're going to work really well. Even though you are different, it's very interesting. You know, these differences, these fights, these clashes are going to be worked through. And you guys will be able to be a partnership. So I feel like you might desire someone who's like dominant. You might want to be the submissive one, but I feel like you're going to become an equal in this connection. This person will empower you to have your say. Or maybe you like someone who's more submissive, but this person is very more strong, and so they're going to be your equal, right? Why is the Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? Okay, we have here the Magician and the Moon. I would even say is that with the Magician here, which is kind of like the manifestation card, and then the Moon is like your subconscious. You're subconsciously manifesting fears that you have in this partnership that are going to make you disappointed. So I would warn you here, because I feel like this is flexible. You don't have to experience this, but this is maybe your own manifestation. You know, this is kind of like your own worst fears are going to come true. And that is because you pay attention to it. So I would say, make sure that you're not constantly thinking, oh, this person's going to do this person's going to do this person's going to do this. Whatever your fears are, right? It might manifest in a relationship. Yeah, so this is very important for this group to kind of envision how you want them to be, right? So it might be even that there are certain dynamics in your childhood, right? That you experienced and that might come back in this relationship. And sometimes, you know, when you experience emotionally volatile things, your nervous system, your emotions, your body is going to be kind of addicted to that. It's going to, when you are standing in a room and a person that has those similar qualities is going to stand out to you, and you're going to mistake that for intensity, for attraction. So you have to be careful that you do not attract past patterns, right? Okay, so Hierophant here. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Knight of Wands. I would even say with the Hermit card and the Hierophant here, you might even expect to not get married for this pile, right? That might be the fear that you might be unconsciously manifesting. So be careful of that, right? You might even manifest not getting married. So be careful of that. Okay, we have here Nine of Wands, Six of Pentacles. What I get from this person is going to be someone who's never going to give up, right? Even if you give like the bare minimum, if you give them breadcrumbs, they're able to keep persisting in this relationship, right? Because I feel like they take their vows very seriously. This is a kind of person that doesn't like to get divorced, right? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Sorry, Queen of Cups. Okay, yeah, there's something here about your emotions. I feel like maybe you feel misunderstood by this person. I said this earlier, like you feel like maybe you go through heavy things, right? You get stressed, or you're very emotionally sensitive, or you're going through stuff. And I feel like this person can't always emotionally touch you, I'm hearing, or soothe you, or be there for you in the way that you need. I do feel that. It's almost like with this turtle or tortoise, it's like you're in your shell, and you see here as well this swan. She's protecting the cup, which is her emotion. So I feel like maybe you don't always feel emotionally safe to express your feelings or to be vulnerable in this connection, maybe because they are a bit critical, they are a bit more logical, right? And you might be more the sensitive, the spiritual one, and they're more like about, very much logical and common sense and all that. They're not the most emotionally expressive, right? Let's see. Let's ask again, like, how are they going to differ from the expectations that Pile 2 has? How are they going to differ from the expectations that Pile 2 has? Status. I'm hearing status. So their status is going to be higher. We have Three of Wands. Okay. So I also feel like you're going to you will wait longer for this person that you want to. Maybe it's a bit later in life or later than you anticipated. We also have the World card. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the Devil. I feel like this person is also a bit of a workaholic, very ambitious. So they're going to do very well in their career. And maybe sometimes you want more attention. Okay, we also have the Hanged Man. So that is more passive energy. So we also have the Daughter of Swords. So I feel like this person is a bit more passive than you want. Like maybe you want someone who is the one to first say sorry and run after you if you're upset. Or maybe you want someone who aggressively pursues you. But I feel like this person is a bit more passive than that, right? And maybe you want someone who's a bit more dominant, who takes care of things without you asking. But I feel like this person is a bit more passive. With the Devil, they might even be a lot more obsessed with you than you would have anticipated. Or Devil is also a bit of controlling energy, so you have to be careful of that. Let's clarify the Devil here. Why is the Devil here? Because I'm hearing I can't sleep without you. So this person might be clingy in a way that you didn't expect. So I feel like physically they're very handsy. Like they need to touch you at all times. We have here the Judgment card. And the Daughter of Pentacles. I feel like they're going to help you as well with your career, your finances. I feel like this person kind of, they want to control you, I would even say, because they see you as the daughter of Pentacles. It's so interesting because I feel like they're going to give you the illusion of, yeah, we're equals and they're not so dominant, but I feel like they're very subtle with their controlling tendencies. You're not going to pick it up, to be honest, for most of you. But secretly, this person does, you know, want to control you. I feel like they see you as innocent as well. So be careful with that. I feel like this person maybe wants to influence your like their opinions are very strong and loud, I feel. And and also when you guys make decisions, be careful that you don't let this person walk all over you. All right, why is the Hangman here? Why is the Hangman here? The Hangman is also seeing things from a different perspective. So again, I feel like your worldview is different from yours. 5 of Swords and the Sun. Yeah, I feel like this person is a bit prideful, to be honest. You're not gonna always like that. Why is the World card here? Okay, so I am hearing seasoned love maker. So they might be, you know, what you expect in the bedroom. Like you get fulfilled in that area. We have the Death card. And the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person does not want to let you go. They're very possessive over you. A lot more than you think. And you might be someone who finds that a bit stifling even. Yeah, especially with the Devil, 4 of Pentacles. Death is also Scorpio energy. So they're very controlling. It's very Saturn, Scorpio heavy. Why is the 8 of Cups here? 8 of Wands, Justice. Yeah, so I feel like in this connection, it's going to take equal effort between the both of you, right? Yeah, because I feel like you want them to run after you, but then they don't always might do that. Let's get some more cards. Will Pal 2 marry their dream person? Okay, so I'm hearing obsessed with you. Yeah, they're going to be obsessed with you. Okay, we have here more so than you would expect. Okay, we have here the first house. Okay, so their personality is going to be different from what you expect. And first house is also their physical appearance. So I would say their physical appearance is going to be a bit different than you would have expected. We also have here the 11th house. This is hobbies. This is also friends. Yeah. This is also like your controversial beliefs, right? Things that are kind of controversial. So maybe they have like controversial beliefs in your opinion. Okay, we have here square, yeah. And then we have the Gemini card. Maybe they're a bit more extroverted than you think. They're very social as well. They like to talk to a lot of people. They're very good socially as well. So maybe that's something that's maybe a bit too much for you. Maybe a bit more introverted. Maybe you like this person to be all about you, right? Okay, let's see. What is Pal 2's dream person? Show me. Okay, so I'm hearing you want someone who kind of anticipates your needs, who kind of knows exactly what to do. And I feel like what you're going to learn in this connection, because this person won't anticipate your needs all the time, is that you're going to have to speak up. So if you want them to kind of console you or be there for you in a certain way emotionally, you're going to have to communicate this. And this is probably why this person is going to be brought into your life, so that you learn how to communicate your needs, right? And that you also find your power, that you are going to become an equal to this person as well. Yeah. Because I feel like for this pal, you want someone to come in who fulfills all your emotional needs, knows exactly what to do, and thinks you're perfect, that there's nothing wrong with you. And I feel like this person is going to challenge you in some ways, right? But it's meant to be for your growth. Okay. Tell me, what is pal 2's dream person? Okay, I'm hearing the connection again. So we already kind of established that the connection that you seek, a soulmate relationship, that is what you're going to feel. You're going to feel very emotionally connected to this person. South America, all right? Maybe like the phenotype of South Americans, or a bit more like darker features, you know. Tall, dark, and handsome, maybe. Maybe you like someone with the South American background. Okay, we have here insensitive. And we have here Virgo. Okay. Okay, tell me, what is pal 2's dream person? Okay, white lies. Sees through fake people. Okay, outspoken. And pretends to be poorer than they are. Okay, so based on these cards, I feel like instead of someone being insensitive, I feel like you want someone who is like very sensitive to your needs, like I said earlier. I feel like with this pretends to be poorer than you are, I feel like you do kind of hope that you find someone who is very financially stable, right? They might have money, even status. And I feel like this is going to come true. And I would even say it's going to exceed what you wanted, right? I feel like with the white lies, you want someone who is like truthful and honest, right? You want no superficiality in the connection. You want to be one with someone. You want them to see you for who you are, right? You want that truthful, honest connection. Yeah. Because I do with the Virgo card, maybe you are sensitive to criticism as well. I feel like with sees through fake people, maybe you want someone who has like strong boundaries with other people, like fake people or people that are maybe interested in them. Like you want someone who's very smart about that, right? And I feel like because this person is maybe a social butterfly, you might feel like this person doesn't always have like strong boundaries with other people. Like maybe you think, okay, maybe we shouldn't talk with this person. This person is probably not good. They bring in drama, right? And this person maybe doesn't always listen. So now let's see what kind of person you will attract. Okay, so I am feeling that this person is going to find you adorable. They're going to find you very cute. So they will treat you that way. So like you're cute. It's so interesting because I feel like emotionally they're not good at consoling people and all that, but they are going to treat you as if you're adorable, cute. So there is definitely still this gentleness that you crave. I feel like you do want that. You want to be maybe babied or something like that. It's just that sometimes this person isn't the most emotionally soft person, right? But they are going to find you cute. Okay, we have here working class. Okay, so maybe this is someone who is working class and then work themselves up, up the ladder, because I do feel like they are going to, earn good money. We have here beautiful. So even though they might be a little bit different from your type, you're still going to be attracted, like I said in the beginning. Too prideful to say sorry first. Yeah, I picked that up. Like, you want that connection where, you know, if you're upset, it crushes them and they'll apologize. But this person has like a bit pride. There's a bit ego here with this person. Asia. Okay, there could be a connection here to Asia that this person has. You have here a planner. They're very much a planner. I feel like you like that, especially with the Virgo card. You want someone who has it all together, who's disciplined, who's ambitious. And I feel like you're going to get that with this planner card. Yeah, right? This person, I feel like practically they're going to take care of everything, right? This is someone who their love language might be acts of service, you know. But I feel like emotionally, sometimes you want them to be there more for you, right? Accommodating. So this person is accommodating, and this is what I said to you. This person that isn't like emotionally not there for you at times, or how you want them to be, because they don't care. They do care immensely. I feel like this person is obsessed with you. They think you're beautiful, cute, and all that, right? They can't stand to lose you. But I feel like what you need to learn is to tell them what you want, and they're going to be very accommodating. If you say like, you know, sometimes I feel like I need this from you, they will give that to you, right? So that's something that you are going to learn in this connection. Well, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box down below. I hope you have a beautiful, amazing day. Bye-bye. Alright, the people that chose pile 3, the green jade stone, this is your reading. We're looking at whether you will marry your dream person. Okay, so as I open the deck or part the deck, I see the 2 of cups. So you're definitely going to attract a soulmate. But I also have the 8 of cups. So maybe I feel like for this pile, you kind of, maybe you have already met someone and you felt like a soulmate relationship here. And I feel like it's not going to be this person. Like, you're going to walk away from this person, and someone else is going to be your future spouse. If you have never felt this way about someone, this might be a future occurrence, right? So it might be, I feel like in this lifetime, you might think that you're going to end up with someone, but it's not going to be them, right? You might think, oh, this is my soulmate, but no, there's a new soulmate coming in. Or maybe the first person was a false soulmate, and then you marry your actual soulmate. So yeah, I do see that. Yeah, as I cut the deck open, there's the 7 of cups. And as you see here on this imagery, there's like a good twin and a bad twin. So there's maybe a false soulmate coming in first, and then you'll have your actual soulmate. Okay, for some of you, you need to be careful that it's not the reverse, right? That you first marry the false soulmate and then eventually end up with your real soulmate. Okay, tell me, for the people that chose pile 3, will they marry their dream person? Yeah, I feel like you're going to have your desired connection a bit later than you would have expected as well. Tell me, will they marry their dream person? Okay. Let me see. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like for this pal, you expect to be spoiled in your relationships, right? You maybe are seeking a provider, or maybe someone who is like very financially stable, who looks very luxurious, sophisticated, like you like that kind of person. Like you instantly see them and you think, oh wow, this is someone who Looks amazing, dresses well. They look expensive. Okay, I have here the Four of Wands. Yeah, so you see here how there's this heart or this light at the heart, and these people, they seem so into each other. So I feel like you're going to have a connection with someone else first before you marry. If you just about Seven of Cups again. Yeah, it's going to be someone else than you expected. There are other options. New love. New love is going to come in. Right? You're maybe emotionally attached to someone already. Let's see. This card is poking out. Queen of Wands. We have 3 queens here. Interesting. So you have options, right? Especially with the Seven of Cups. This might be even a pile where who you're going to marry is not set in stone, right? They might have like the same essence, the same lessons, right? But it might not be a specific person yet. You have choices. You have options here. Okay, let's see. We have here as well the Nine of Wands. I feel like you want someone who never gives up, who will always be there for you, no matter the ups and downs, right? They're going to be there. And I feel like you're going to attract that, right? Someone who's headstrong. They might be a bit stubborn, right? They might even need their own way sometimes. We have the Five of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're going to have some sort of loss here with the Five of Cups. You're going to grieve someone first before you get the right person. For some of you, you might already have a child with someone. And you might be in no contact with someone and you're kind of sad about that. Like I'm hearing you saying, I need help. You need help. Okay, it's a bit heavy for you. There's no contact. We have here Seven of Swords. I do want to warn you here. It might be for some of you, not everyone. Don't freak out. It's just a warning. You might end up marrying someone who is a bit not what they present to be, especially with the Seven of Cups, right? This person might have 2 faces. The good one, but then they have like this more darker, malicious side to them. And with the Seven of Swords, there might be lies, betrayal. We had like multiple court cards. We have 3 queens, right? So for some of you, they might even betray you with another person. So be careful with that. If you date someone and you notice they have a wandering eye, or you might have caught them talking to someone else, they will repeat that. So don't go with that person. Cut that person off. Because I do see here for this pile is that you have agency to choose someone better here, right? So just a warning, don't freak out. You're smart, you know your worth, and this is just a warning, okay? Okay. We have here the Temperance. Yeah, I feel like for you, you'll find your partner a bit later. Like there might be even for some of you, not everyone, a second marriage, right? Okay, we have here the Ace of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like this good person is going to be someone who tells the truth, who is honest. You know, you can go through their phone. They're not gonna betray you or lie you or put you in a third party situation. So I feel like someone will come in who's gonna heal your heart. And you might have already experienced this, right? You might have already experienced a betrayal of a third party situation. And I feel like your future spouse is going to be someone who is not gonna hurt you. So maybe you kind of expect someone to betray you or to lie to you, I don't know, cheat on you. But I feel like if the right person, you know, who you're meant to be with, they're going to win over your heart and your trust. They're going to heal these trust issues. I do see that. Okay, show me for pile 3. Are they going to marry their dream person? Yeah, faithful. So you want someone who's faithful. Show me. Are they going to marry their dream person? Okay, so I'm seeing a snake. Right, so maybe you've dated a snake, or there was a snake around the connection, like a third party or something like that. Okay, we have here Three of Swords, Emperor. Okay, so what I feel like your future spouse is going to come in and heal your broken heart. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like the Emperor is going to be the person that you're supposed to end up with. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Three of Pentacles. You might even meet them through work. We have here the Star. Yeah, they're going to heal you. That's what I feel. They're going to heal some sort of past disappointment. It could even be a past disappointment with your father. Like maybe your father was the one who was lying. Maybe put your mother in third-party situations. And you might have like fears around that, right? And I feel like you're going to attract a partner who's going to heal that, who's going to be different from your father. You might have some father wounds here. Yeah, so I feel like this person is going to open you up emotionally. You're going to be able to trust them again. So just tell me more about this future spouse. I do feel like this person is like very scared to scare you off. Yeah. I feel like they're going to be dominant. They're going to be very authoritative. An alpha, you know, that kind of archetype. Maybe a bit older than you expected. Yeah. Okay, we have here the Ten of Wands. I feel like this person is going to work really hard for your affection. They're going to prove themselves to you. We also have the Knight of Swords. Like, I feel like this person is very confrontational, but in a way like, okay, I'm not going to give up on you, right? I picture that scene of like Noah and Ellie of the Notebook, where Noah is like, what do you want? What do you want? You know, Noah loved Ellie a lot, but he did call her out a lot of the times, and they fought, right? But it comes from a place of love. That's how I feel your future spouse is going to be. They'll fight with you, but but like Noah does, right? They're going to fight for the connection, not necessarily with you, even if it means confronting you about something, right? If they fight, it's because they want to work things out. We have here the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so I do get the sense that they're going to be a bit of like a Noah. I mean, Noah kind of never gave up. So this person might never give up on you, right? And we have here the Ace of Pentacles. All right. And the Lovers. Yeah, I highly think that the man you're going to end up with, or woman as a life partner, is going to be your true soulmate. But there's going to be a false soulmate before, because you have the Lovers here. You're going to consider them the love of your life, especially with the Emperor here. That is, you know, the divine masculine. So that is who you're going to end up with eventually. There might be someone before, or first marriage for some of you, not everyone. Maybe that's already behind you. You know, maybe you've been divorced. Yeah, so I do feel that here. Let's see. I do feel like this person is very calm with you. Besides, you know, the fights like Noah from the Notebook, but they're going to be very patient with you. I feel like this in their eyes, you can do no wrong. Like whatever things that you are ashamed about yourself, or you think, oh, this is a flaw that I have in my personality, I'm maybe too stubborn, or maybe to this person's not going to care. They're going to see you a bit with rose-colored glasses, like they're going to think you're perfect almost. That's going to surprise you. Like, this feels a bit like as close as you can get to unconditional love, right? Like, you feel accepted by this person, and in the beginning you're gonna try to push that away. But I'm hearing this person can handle your strong emotions. You don't have to feel like you can, or you have to hide yourself, or you have to hide that you're upset or angry. Like, I feel like this person is going to make you feel so safe that you guys are that you're going to feel safe to fight with them, right? That's the energy that I'm feeling. Okay, tell me. It's very interesting because for this pile, I don't get like anything about the physical look. So maybe this is a pile where you can kind of date. You have dated like people who look different. Like what I mean with that is that maybe none of the people that you dated in the past are kind of similar, right? Maybe you have multiple types, or you're a bit flexible when it comes to kind of the looks. Generally, they have to be a bit in the ballpark of what you want, but I do feel like there's flexibility here because I do feel like there's a lot of concern with like a specific look, maybe, because it's not coming through. Like, I feel like for you, what's most important, this is a soulmate, they're faithful, they're never going to leave you, right? Because there's a trauma probably here with someone leaving in the past, a partner, maybe a father. And so I feel like you're going to get that aspect. You'll eventually get someone who will love you right. Yeah, this person is definitely going to heal you. It could be also that I don't get anything in terms of physical looks because in this pile is going to be different for everyone. I did get it in like the first pile and the second pile, but yeah, but not for this pile, but we'll see. I did get like maybe this person's a bit older than you would have thought, so maybe there's an age gap here. Okay, show me for pile 3. Will they marry their dream person? Okay, we have here Aquarius. So this is a card of something unexpected, something different. Maybe they have like controversial or very progressive ideas, or can also be more conservative. I don't know, because it feels to be a bit more controversial, like different from the norm. Maybe they're even a little bit eccentric. Yeah. Okay, we also have, or alternative, that can also be the case here. We have here the 6th house. I'm hearing bubble burst. So this person is going to call you out, but in a very loving way, right? Like I said earlier with Noah and Ali from the notebook. Okay, we have here the 6th house. And the fixed element. Yeah, it says the stability, persistence, loyalty, dependability. So this is who they're going to be. Loyal to you, faithful, persistent, never giving up, stable. So for the first time, I feel like in your life, you're going to attract someone like that. Okay, and then the 6th house. What does this mean? So maybe there's something in like their diet or health that is kind of different, or maybe they have like some sort of illness that you didn't expect, or maybe they have like a pet that you didn't expect to live with you in your home, and you know, when you live together. Yeah, there's might be differences in kind of habits or something like that. And also maybe their job, like their job is going to be different than from what you expected. Okay, we have here the Sun. Okay, so this person is going to bring you confidence. I feel like they're very confident themselves. Again, they're a leader, they're alpha. They like to be the leader in the relationship even. Yeah, so that is definitely someone that you're going to attract. Let's get some more cards. Show me who are they going to marry their dream partner. Okay, warrior. So this person might worry a lot about you, very concerned about you, likes to take risks. Yeah. So I feel like this person is, you might reject them even, and they're going to continue pursuing you. Like they're going to take those risks in the relationships. Like they'll move for you, they'll quit a job, right? They're going to prove their love, their loyalty. So yeah, this person is a bit like, with the Aquarius card that we had earlier, like a bit unexpected, a bit, they make impulsive decisions. So they would definitely, you know, do like these grand gestures for you. Undemanding. Yeah, so you just need to exist. They don't want anything from you. You just need to exist for them to be happy. We have here objective. All right. Pisces. Yeah, that is the kind of that unconditional love, right? They have a lot of love for you. They see your potential. They see you through rose-colored glasses. And we have here forgiving. Yeah, they're very forgiving for anything that you do. So you are definitely going to attract someone like that. And it's funny because I feel like they're usually like objective, but you are going to be kind of like their soft spot, right? All right, that's all I have for you, pal. 3. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box down below. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.